Hey guys, welcome back. I don't know if I've introduced you to these guys. This is Kali and Gauri and no. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of The Sofa Star. For those of you that have been following along, you know that today means another round of performances, and I'm extremely excited because today is super special and really personal to me. Stay tuned and find out why on this episode of The Sofa Star. So the word Sukoon, what does it mean? According to Google, Sukoon is an Urdu language word which means calm, peace, relief, serenity, tranquility, wholeness. It's not a material object. It cannot be weighed. It cannot be named. It can only be felt. It's the most priceless feeling.
I love you, Kiran. I love
This episode is really special to me because it celebrates the word Sukoon and the release of my new song. Sukoon, 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 Sukoon. So in the song Sukoon, I talk about how Sukoon isn't found in anything earthly. It's found in someone special. And that doesn't have to mean somebody that you're in love with. It can mean a family member, it can mean the love of your life, it can mean a higher being. This episode, we're giving each of these sofa stars the same song, and it's gonna be Sukoon. But the amazing thing is, I know that each of these guys are so individual with their talent that they're each gonna give a different color. They're each gonna give a different light of the same song. But before we move on, if you're on Instagram, follow and then hit that notification button. If you're on YouTube, then hit subscribe and hit that bell icon. That way, you're alerted whenever we have a brand new upload. Now let's get a little bit more intimate with our sofa stars and get to know them a little bit better.
To be honest, I'm lucky that I've actually never felt that specific emotion where I feel that I shouldn't have left my job, or I should have maybe tried to do music on the side, or I should have had some sort of a backup. And I'm lucky that I can take the risk and do music full on. There's just a lot of uncertainty. There's no promised regular salary paycheck that you're going to get every month for X amount of effort that you put in. So I think it's really about managing your expectations. The challenge is to be able to be motivated every day. I remember an instance where I think I got locked in my bathroom and I was alone at home and I didn't know what to do. And I had to sort of figure a way to get myself out. But, you know, living with people, otherwise you wouldn't have worries like these, but it just makes you so much more alert. So for me, it's really about finding that moment in that day where I'm like, I'm happy now. I need to seize this moment. Or I need to feel it. Like when I heard Jeffrey's song, it just reminded me of something so pure and something so peaceful and so relaxed and not fussy. So I actually incorporated in this round bringing out my violin, because that is something which immediately struck me. I was like, I need to bring out my violin for this song, and I need to show that, because that it sort of gave me that feeling. And just working with my instruments and my setup in that moment, I felt that yes, I feel what Jeffrey means with the song.
न पर्वतों पे न वादियों पे न आसमां पे न इस समय पे तेरी यादों में मुझे तेरी बाहों में मुझे तेरी राहों में मुझे आए सुकून 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 आए सुकून।
पहले मतलब मुझे किसी ने मतलब मैंने देखा नहीं अपने मतलब ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स को, क्योंकि वो बहुत पहले ही पास हो चुके थे। सो मतलब छोटा था तो मतलब पहले मैंने स्पोर्ट्स में ही लिया, जिम्नास्टिक्स करता था मैंने स्टेट लेवल तक जिम्नास्टिक्स की। फिर बाकी स्पोर्ट्स की एक्टिविटीज। फिर एक दिन मैं मतलब ऐसे ही गाता रहता था, मेरी आवाज शुरुआत से ही थोड़ी मतलब वोकल टोन मेरा अलग से शुरुआत से ही था। तो मतलब आई वाज वॉकिंग ऑन अ रोड, देन हियर उस समय छोटा था तो मुझे पता नहीं था कि मतलब ये क्या है वो क्या है। तो मैंने मम्मी से पूछा, मम्मी ये आवाज कौन सी आ रही है? तो मम्मी ने कहा, बेटा ये अजान है। तो मैंने कहा कि मम्मी ये बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है मुझे। तो मम्मी ने कहा कि हाँ ये होता है, मुस्लिम्स में होता है। मैंने कहा कि अच्छा। तो फिर मतलब धीमे धीमे उसी के बाद मैंने सर्च किया, बाकी सारी सीखना है, यही करना है मुझे, मतलब सूफी में जाना है। फिर बाकी मैंने पढ़ा, सारी चीजें जानी। तो मैंने कहा कि म्यूजिक ही एक ऐसा चीज है, जैसे यूनिटी थ्रू म्यूजिक, जेफरी सर का भी एक पॉइंट है। तो क्योंकि मेरा भी यही एम है कि आजकल सब जगह बिकॉज लॉकडाउन हो चुका है, अब सब लोग का ही उसमें लड़ रहे हैं। इंडिया में बहुत सारे कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स हो भी रहे हैं उस पीछे। तो मेरा यही एम है कि आई हैव टू यूनाइट एवरीबडी फ्रॉम म्यूजिक। एक प्योरिटी होती है, वो उस उस सुकून के बारे में जो प्योरिटी होती है, वो स्टार्टिंग मैंने बताया है उसमें गाने में। एंड जो सुकून मिलता है वो तो गा के ही मिलता है। और जब मैं कुछ ऐसा गाता हूँ जिसमें या तो शुरुआत बिस्मिल्लाह से करता हूँ मैं हमेशा, तो बिस्मिल्लाह एक कवाली है तो उससे शुरुआत करता हूँ। तो वो जब मैं गाता हूँ तो मतलब कह सकते कि हाँ मतलब एक सुकून मिला मुझे। खुसरो बाजी प्रेम की जो खेलूं पी के संग, जीत गई तो पिया मोरे, जीत गई जीत गई तो पिया मोरे, और हारू पी के संग सुकून आए सुकून 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 खोया खोया
last year or two, I have decided to go for psychology as a professional occupation and become a counselor or something. That's something that interests me. Talking to people and helping them with their problems is something that I like to do. I will still complete because I'm doing classical music right now, right? I'm giving my third exam this year or maybe next year because of coronavirus and all that. But I still want to complete my classical music studies and I want to get a degree and all that. Maybe I could do both side by side. We'll just see. Many people my age, even younger, even older, they don't go for their dreams because they think that their family won't support them, and they basically do what they think their family wants them to do. So I would like to say to them that if your family really cares for you, and it obviously does, nothing would make them happier than seeing you happy doing what you love. Sukoon, for me, it means this feeling of home that you get, whether it's in a place or a thing or a person. And it's what most people thrive for because when you're getting busy running after your dreams, at the end of the day, you need to have that sukoon.
I had mentioned this the last episode, but I just want to remind everyone, each of your votes count. I don't think you realize this. So many people are like, but it's just one vote. And if you add all of those one votes up, I'm telling you, it's the difference between somebody winning this show and getting eliminated. So please take it seriously and comment for your favorites in the comment section of this episode. Now, today's episode is probably the most important for voting because whoever makes it to the next round, they make it to the finals. So please put in your votes. It is super, super important. I'm just gonna repeat it. Put in your votes. Yo, put in your votes. All right.
I initially wanted to become a doctor. I had my stream as PCMB. physics, chemistry, maths, and biology in my 11th and 12th, and I wanted to become a doctor. Then my dad said like engineer would serve you better, because in like India, it's like being coming from a Brahmin family, every girl get married at 25. So it's like, you have to, like 25 or so. And I was like, oh my God, that's not my area. But then he's like, okay, you should do whatever you want. Like society as a whole doesn't matter. It's like what you want in your life. So they have been quite more supportive, like not listening to the maternal and the paternal side. It's like, this mom and dad taking their girls' interests and happiness at the end of the day. A business consultant. Yeah, I'm a business consultant working in a company named Daffodil Software here in Gurgaon, and I work with US, UK clients and provide them remote services. Yeah, literally, it's like I'm 25 and like all the neighbors and the family people, mama, mommy, chacha, chachi, everybody's like, okay, when are you getting married? Like so they also have their sons and everyone. They're also 30s, like in mids of 30s and 29. They did not even get married, but being a girl, they're like, okay, like she's already 25. Like, aren't you hunting any guys like in shadi.com or anything? Isn't she dating anybody or such? Oh my God. Yeah, I'm really passionate, and I think that is Sukoon for me. Like singing is Sukoon for me. I love it.
Sukoon, 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 ay sukoon. Na पर्वतों पे न वादियों में न आसमां पे न इस ज़मीं पे तेरी आँखों में मुझे तेरी बाहों में मुझे तेरी राहों में मुझे आए सुकून आए सुकून 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 आए सुकून खोई खोई रहती हूँ न करार है न सुकून सिर्फ तेरी तलाश हरदम सिर्फ तेरा जुनून आए सुकून.
When I was 3.5 years old, I actually performed for the first time when I was 3.5 years old on a stage. बचपन से ही मम्मी सिखाती थी. Mom is my first guru. And then धीरे धीरे my mom actually graduated in this type of music called Ravindra Sangeet.
Okay.
She graduated in Ravindra Sangeet. So बचपन में रविंद्र संगीत से ही शुरू किया मैंने. तो देन कॉलोनी के छोटे मोटे स्टेजेस में परफॉर्म करता था. I am not sure about the career in music because because having a job is actually very important in India. I see English people doing music in the streets. That is a way of income. But India में उसकी कोई कदर नहीं है.
बहुत बहुत सपोर्ट रहता है, लेकिन हमारे यहाँ पर बेसिकली एक मतलब क्या है, यहाँ पर अगर किसी बच्चे के अंदर किसी भी तरह का टैलेंट है ना, तो पहले उसको बोला जाता है कि आप पहले पढ़ाई करो, फिर आप नौकरी करो, फिर आप इस बारे में सोचना,
फिर उसके बाद जाके अपना पैशन.
हाँ, तो सोचना. लेकिन उनको ये नहीं पता होता है कि जब वो इस बारे में सोचना स्टार्ट करेंगे तब उनका ऑलरेडी ये समय निकल जाता होगा।
I know I have been following Jeffrey for a long time, but this superstar वाला thing I didn't follow. But so मेरे को वो मैसेज करके बोलता है कि मैंने ना एक वीडियो ऐसे भेज दिया है। मतलब जब चल रहा था वो सुपरस्टार का
सुपरस्टार का
ऑडिशंस,
हाँ.
तो हमारा एक वीडियो भेज दिया है। कहाँ बोलते हैं सुपरस्टार बोल के एक कंपटीशन हो रहा है, वहाँ पे भेज दिया है। तो मैंने बोला कि मैंने बोला हाँ बहुत अच्छी बात है, पर क्या है मतलब कंपटीशन के बारे में कभी सुना नहीं है मैंने पहले। तो फिर देन ही सेड जे आप जेफरी इकबाल को जानते हैं? अरे कम ऑन, आई नो हिम। कम ऑन, आई नो हिम। सो इट्स वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग एक्चुअली। मतलब जो रियलिटी शोज हम लोग टीवी में देखते हैं, उसका बहुत सारे एक्सपीरियंस मिल रहा है हम लोग को हर राउंड में जा जाके, कि कैसे कैसे टाइप के एक्सपीरियंस होते हैं, how the thing works actually। और फिर ये जो इनिशिएटिव है, इट्स अ वेरी बिग इनिशिएटिव, और बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है। बहुत लोगों को पता चल रहा है इसके बारे में, और हमारे बारे में लोगों को पता चल रहा है, हमें बहुत लोग देख रहे हैं, फिर बहुत लोग सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं। सुकून ऑब्वियसली मतलब कोई म्यूजिक सुन के उसको मतलब गाने की क्षमता रखना, दैट इज अ वेरी पीसफुल थिंग। कि अगर मैं कोई गाना सुन रहा हूँ, उसको फिर मैं गा पा रहा हूँ, गा के फील कर पा रहा हूँ, दैट इज वेरी पीसफुल। म्यूजिक इज बेसिकली क्या बोले, म्यूजिक ही पीस है। और मुझे तो लगता है अगर पीस का कोई एकदम क्या बोले ब्रांड एम्बेसडर है तो वो म्यूजिक है। थैंक यू, थैंक यू, नमस्ते।
I never thought that music would be a career choice, or music would be something that would become so serious for me, because as a kid we were always told that studies are your priority.
Right.
So I was actually not forced to think that way, that studies are going to be my priority, but that's what the society was conditioning me to think. So Ghatam is actually a Carnatic instrument. It's a South Indian classical instrument. And I am in Delhi. I'm in the northern part of India, right? So you don't actually find any Ghatam here. Nobody knows about this. So somehow this one music shop had one last piece of Ghatam kept. And it was like lying in dust. And I went inside the shop and I saw everywhere. I looked at all the instruments. I was like, yes, I already know all these instruments. What do you have interesting? And then I looked at the shelf and it was like just one corner on the top. I saw this pot and I'm like, is this also an instrument? Because I did not know about it. So he's like, yeah, this is called the Ghatam. I started doing my Google research. Then I got to know that, this is made in a place called Mannamadurai. And the making of Ghatam is also an age-old tradition. only one family makes it in Manna Madurai. So think about it. In the entire world, there is this one family who is making ghatams for 5 generations. I think music is very, very personal to me at this moment. So there, whenever I start practicing music, the first initial half an hour, 45 minutes, I'm really bad. Okay. Like it feels like I've gone like -2 months or -3 months. And after that, like there's a moment where I hit that zero, that I finally come to what my skill is about. And then that practice like escalates. And that entire like session of 2-3 hours of practice, after that I think that feeling is great. Sukoon, 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 I sukoon. Na पर्वतों पे, na वादियों में, na आसमां पे, na इस ज़मीं पे, तेरी आँखों में मुझे, तेरी बाहों में मुझे, तेरी राहों में मुझे आए सुकून, आए सुकून. खोया खोया रहता हूँ, न करार है न सुकून, सिर्फ तेरी तलाश हरदम, मैं सिर्फ तेरा जुनून. खोया खोया रहता हूँ, न करार.
I would like to thank your team and Jeffrey sir, for giving such a big opportunity. So I have never been in a contest like this before, so it's totally a new experience for me. So I would like to thank Jeffrey sir and your team. Yeah. इससे पहले मैं इतने कोई बड़े contest में participate नहीं किया था. Actually my friend he sent me this link, so उसमें से मैंने ये participate किया, तो then I came to know कि इतना बड़ा contest है ये. जब मैं सेलेक्ट हुआ तो मैं पहले तो बिलीव नहीं किया मैंने कि मैं सेलेक्ट हुआ एक्चुअली, बिकॉज मेरे में तब भी ऐसा लगता था कि मैं उतना अच्छा गाता नहीं, और इम्प्रूवमेंट है, एक्चुअली है इम्प्रूवमेंट, वो मैं कर रहा हूँ डेली. बट सेलेक्ट किया वो बड़ी बात है. देन मैंने सबका परफॉर्मेंस देखा, तो आई वाज रियली हैप्पी कि मुझे भी इस कॉन्टेस्ट में मौका मिला. एंड सब बहुत अच्छा गाते हैं, सो उनके साथ गाने का मौका मिल रहा है, तो आई रियली फील ब्लेस्ड. And by profession I'm also doing I'm a software engineer, तो काम भी चलता है side by side.
Okay.
And music पे भी चलता है. Without music it's like I can't live without music. Music तो सबको चाहिए रहता है लाइफ में. Without music तो बोर हो जाएंगे सब. I think सुकून तब मिलेगा जब जो हम चाहते हैं, और it's not necessary कि वो टाइम हो, बट जो हम चाहते हैं वो अगर हमें मिले, सो दैट्स द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग. कि सुकून, जो भी तुम्हारा गोल है लाइफ में, तुम उसको अचीव करते हो तो तुम्हें एक सुकून मिलता है. वेदर यू आर लिविंग हैप्पीली विथ योर फैमिली, और तुम्हारा कुछ गोल है, तुम लाइफ में अचीव करना चाहते हो, वो सब जब तुम करते हो तो तुम्हें सुकून मिलता है. तो मेरे लिए वही कि तुम्हारा जो गोल है, अचीवमेंट, तुम्हें जो अचीव करना है लाइफ में, वो तुम्हें आगे जाके मिलता है, तो सुकून मिलता है. और जो भी इस पल में जी रहे हैं सब, हैप्पीली जियो. सबके लिए वही है. सबको कंडीशन सिचुएशंस पता है, तो उस टाइम में सबको रहना पड़ता है ऐसे ही. तो सुकून से जियो तो इजीली लाइफ कट जाएगी, धीरे धीरे ऐसा चलता रहेगा. गाना सुनने के बाद मुझे लगता है कि सब लोग अपने लाइफ में इस चीज को रिलेट करेंगे, कुछ किसी ना किसी चीज को लेके तो ये रिलेट होगा. ये सुकून जो सॉन्ग है इसको लेके सब रिलेट करेंगे, दैट आई एम रियली श्योर। बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल सॉन्ग है, लिरिक्स भी बहुत अच्छे हैं उसके, सो डेफिनेटली बहुत अच्छा रहेगा ये।
सुकून 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 आए सुकून, न पर्वतों पे न वादियों में न आसमां पे न इस ज़मीं पे, तेरी आँखों में मुझे, तेरी बाहों में मुझे, तेरी राहों में मुझे आए खोया खोया रहता हूँ, ना करार है ना सुकून, सिर्फ तेरी तलाश हरदम है, सिर्फ तेरा जुनून, सुकून 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 आए सुकून आए सुकून।
I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode today. It was an absolute honor to have the Sofa Stars perform this song in their own styles and make it their own. I want to tell each of you Sofa Stars, you guys are so unbelievably amazing, and I'm just so fortunate to have you all on this show. This song has become really special to me, and I think I couldn't have thought of a better time to release it than right now. This whole opportunity of not having to be busy all the time and constantly being somewhere and being with people has made so many of us realize what's important to us. And I think that's what Sukoon really means. When you guys have a chance, it's available on all streaming platforms. Listen to the whole version, and you can jump on YouTube and watch the lyric video as well. And there we go. This is in your hands now, guys. You have 48 hours to vote in the comment section of this episode only. Literally, this round will choose who gets to go on to the next round, to the finals. We are officially reaching the end of the first season of the Sofa Star. This is so important. Please don't forget to vote in the comment section. 48 hours. The power is in your hands. And of course, until then, I'm your host, Jeffrey Iqbal. Thank you so much again for tuning in, and I will see you on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time and 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next episode on the Sofa Star.